SpookLuke fell off hard. Guys, I was just reading Instagram comments, one of my great pastimes, and one of the comments immediately when one of my videos dropped, SpookLuke fell off hard, and then the first reply to it was like, the first reply was, yeah, ever since he grew out his beard, it's all been downhill. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? Anyway, I want to make a video. Elephant in the room. I haven't posted in like a month on my main channel. And I've talked about this elsewhere, but I don't know if I've like addressed it in a long form video. What is going on? You know, like what is going on with my content? I still get people asking like, hey, aren't you quitting Rocket League? Have you quit Rocket League? Are you quitting Rocket League? Is this the time? Thank goodness. I was hoping you would leave. I hate you on my shorts feed. Unfortunately, no, not yet. This is gonna be a little bit of a yap video. I want to talk today about, me falling off, what that means. Cause honestly, like I think the funniest comments are like a little bit true. Like the funniest hate comments, my favorite hate comments are the ones that have like a grain of truth to it. Like Luke grew up facial hair to, you know, hide the fact that he has a bad jawline. You got me. There are other deeper ones. Luke has to wear a tank top all the time to let people know that he works. Actually, guys, I just wear a tank top because I run hot. And I'm obsessed with myself. But mostly because I run hot. And so today, let's talk about, where was this going? Let's just talk about content. I want to give you guys a channel update, where we're going. If, you know, you're interested in hearing about my life, if I can be entitled enough to just talk about myself for 15 minutes, for those of you who are interested. I think there'll actually be some life lessons in here. Okay, change, growing up on the internet, being a 20-something single man who does car soccer for a living still. Maybe there will be some interesting lessons in here for you, or maybe you'll just laugh at me and think I'm an idiot. I probably will do that in a few years. Let's talk about it. Where do I start with this? Where do we even start? Have you guys ever had a goal? Okay, so you have this idea in your mind, like I want to have a six-pack, and the idea is I'm gonna get a six-pack and take pictures and look sick on the beach, and all my friends are gonna say, bro, you're shredded, and my ex is gonna want me back. Okay, maybe this was just me, but you have this idea, and then with this idea you imagine like what life is going to be like when you have that idea. And so like for me, this stupid example is like me having six-pack. You imagine like life is good, you're gonna get attention from women. Spoiler, you only get attention from dudes. And you have like this lavish idea of like, when I am shredded, my life will be better. It sounds stupid to say, but like that's actually how we think as boys, or at least how I used to think. And then you get this idea and you realize like, this actually sucks. Like, let me give you the six-pack example. Like, yes, having a six-pack is great, but the day-to-day of maintaining a six-pack kind of sucks. Like, you're like eating, at least for me, I don't have great genetics. I'm eating chicken and broccoli. I'm like kind of hungry all the time. I'm like forcing myself to do cardio and steps even when I don't want to do. It's kind of just, and like I can't have it. It's kind of just miserable. I'm overstimulating, right? For me, that was like me making Rocket League content 2-3 years ago. Like I got to this point where like on the outside everything was like numbers. I was doing like 2-3 long form videos a week. You guys will know this. 2 shorts a day, right? Just spamming content. Like I was a content machine 2022, 2023. And I kind of got to this crossroads. I kind of got to this point where I don't want to call it burnout, because I hate this idea of burnout. Like I'm so privileged. I didn't burn out. What happened was I kind of got to this like ceiling. I reached a ceiling as the Rocket League tips guy. And I had a decision to make. I could either keep making content and try to become a viral creator. So you have kind of two options as like in order to make money and do this for a living, right? You can either be a creator, and I'm going to give just a simple example like Musty, okay? What does Musty do to make money and make his brand and make a living, right? Because we do this for jobs. Like, we're humans. We have to make money. Well, Musty is going kind of like the creator, the influencer route, where you just try to kind of do anything that's viral. Pure entertainment. And by the way, it's not a knock on Musty or Wyatt. He's one of extremely hard worker. You can either go like this viral route, which is like, I'm going to be an influencer. I'm going to try to get as many views as possible in Rocket League, in, whatever. I'm going to make shorts. I'm going to do brand sponsorships. I'm going to promote G Fuel. I'm going to promote whoever comes to me for ads. And that's how I'm going to make a living. Right? So you go the creator route, which is like views maxing. Or you have the business owner route. So it's like, do you want to be an artist, a creator, or do you want to be a business owner? Do you want to scale, build a team, etc.? And so when I realized that I was kind of on this content treadmill and going nowhere, and I had a decision to make, I decided about 2 or 3 years ago that what gets me more excited, even more excited than the game of Rocket League, is the game of business. I love building teams, building like my company, as many of you guys know, because as many of you have pointed out, I don't shut up about it in videos. And don't worry, this is not a plug. It's part of whatever my ramble is right now. I love building teams, training people, teaching people inside a company in the same way that I do in my videos, in the same way. And so I decided I wanted to go down the route of being a business owner. And it was really hard, and this wasn't a decision I came to overnight. It was kind of like I stumbled my way through it over the last 2-3 years. And so what that required was a change in goals. And so I think many of you may be able to relate, like, you have these goals that serve you in the past, and what a lot of us do is we just continue to live our lives based on the goals and the aspirations and the day-to-day habits of who we were 2 to 3 years ago. Like, think about it. Like, you wake up and you decide what you're going to do. And we don't realize this, but half of the things in our programming are, you ask yourself, why did I do this today? I don't know. I've been doing it for the last 2 years. I've been doing it for the last 2-3 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, we just do these things that because previous us wanted them. But I think growing up as an adult is realizing, like, you have to create, like, going from like being a boy to a man. Oh, this is gonna get like red pill and sound so gross, but like, growing up is like setting goals for yourself and truly just doing what you want to do without regard for what other people expect of you or want from you, what your parents want from you, what your friends want from you, what your significant other wants from you. Like, truly not questioning what you love and what you enjoy doing, and then doing everything you can, right, to chase your goals and to be true to that and to get what you want. And so I'm not going to try to give you like woo life advice, but for me, I realized like I was just making content because my goal was 4 or 5 years ago. I wanted to have a silver play button, and then I had a silver play button, and I figured, okay, I guess I got to go get a gold play button. I got to get 1 million subs, and I was just like, oh, let's just chase numbers. And then at a certain point, what fueled you, or what fueled me, like this, like, ambition, this loner boy mindset, this like, I, kind of fire under my ass because I dropped out of college and I burned all my boats, this kind of like, wasn't over my ex for like 2 years, and I channeled that into like very high performance entrepreneurship. Like, this is kind of embarrassing, but I'll just say what it is. All of these things culminated in like me just devoting myself to YouTube and just grinding and growing on YouTube. And then I land at this point where I'm like 21 years old, 22 years old. I'm deciding what I want to do with my life, and I'm starting to make money, and I'm starting to have a team, and I'm going, I actually don't like this. Like, to go back to the six-pack example, like, yeah, six-pack sounded nice. It was great to hold for a second and to peak and to get. The actual day-to-day life of like starving myself and doing my 10K stats and going to the gym every day and eating chicken and broccoli, like, this kind of sucks. And that was like where I got with content, like, unironically. Like, repeating the same speed flip tutorial, repeating the same air dribble tutorial just to get views, just because I have a team, just because we need to scale, you know, do bigger numbers this month than last month. This kind of sucks. And so I went through this like kind of a long, like self-reflective process of like, what do I actually like want? Like, if I didn't care what other people had to say about me, what would I do? And, you know, there were a ton of things like, and basically this, I flipped what I was doing on my head. I decided, yes, I want to, I don't, first off, I don't want to be this content creator route. Like I don't like this virality just for the point of virality. Like making TikToks about, and this is going to sound like I'm taking shots at people. I'm not taking shots at anybody. Like doing these, like, you know, first to get 300 kph YouTube short. Like these, like, in my opinion, like this type of content that just feels really like empty. And that gets views because I guess there's a big audience for it. But to me, it feels like I love teaching people. And to me, there's like no substance to it. And just like whatever's viral on TikTok, just like copying the trends, like just to get more views. It's just like, it's soulless, at least for me. And so I decided, like, what I love doing is I love teaching and I want to help people. And so I decided I wanted to be like kind of a business owner. So that was like a big decision I made 2 years ago. And then after that big decision, I was like, okay, what type of business owner do I want to be? Because you can be a lot of different types of business owners. They're like, do I want the biggest company in the world? What do I want to build? Do I want to have just a small business, just me making videos? Like one person who does this, who's really impressive with this, is Wait and Pilkin, who, for those of you who don't know, he makes like cinematic Rocket League documentaries, video essays. He is a pure creative. Like I've suggested to him, like, hey, don't you think if you got an editor you could make more videos? And he's like, yeah, but then the videos wouldn't be, and I'm butchering what he says, but you know, then they wouldn't be his videos, you know, and he wouldn't be able to create, and truth be told, he wouldn't be able to probably create the way he does or with the level, at the level he does, because he wouldn't control the whole thing. And so I kind of went through this whole process of like, I want to build a team. I want to be a business owner, but what type of business owner do I want to be? Do I just want to sell courses? No. That doesn't feel very substantive. And so I went through this whole like kind of process of like, okay, what type of business owner do I want to be? Well, I don't want to be on this. I knew one thing. I don't want to be on this treadmill of just making Rocket League content just to make Rocket League content. And so we did a big cut on the team where it was basically just like, hey, 40% of staff, cut. 6 months later, 40% of staff, cut again. To the point where it's a team now that is just like, I feel no pressure to upload. And I can just upload, like, rather than me updating the same settings guide every 6 months just to get views, just to push whatever product we need to push to sell whatever cohort we need to sell. It's like, I'll make a video when I actually have something to share. And so that's kind of like brought back, you know, my love for Rocket League and like actually enjoying playing this game. But also like it has some real effects, which is like only 20 views in however many minutes. Bro fell off. Like, yeah, when I'm uploading, you know, when I'm not spamming content every week, not pushing shorts for the algorithm, not doing whatever challenges, you know, top of my, it doesn't get views in the short term. But for me, it's more meaningful. And this is something that like I really admire about, like, for example, Waiton's videos. Whenever I see a Waiton video, a Waiton documentary on anything, I click. I want to watch. I know he put time into it. And I felt like 2 years ago, man, you would look at some of my videos, it's like you click a SpookLuke video and you just go, he's probably just repeating what he said last week. And honestly, I get it, because I probably was. I was probably literally saying the exact same thing I did last week, but with like a different hook or a different rapper. Because that's literally what I would do. And I think you guys could tell it. I'll tell you what, I could tell. It made making content not fun. Because it was just like, what is the most viral thing I can teach this week, and it's like usually the same settings, air dribble, speed flip tutorial, etc. Like I wouldn't actually bring anything new to the table. And so I know I'm yapping, but I want to bring this back and just say, okay, so like how does this relate to, well, we kind of went on a freaking tangent from SpookLuke fell off. SpookLuke fell off hard. Yeah, I have fell off. And honestly, it's been like, I really am happy with where the channel's at now, with where, like, this year we put together some of my favorite content that we've put together, like the air roll video, for example, that many of you guys know. We did a 60-minute video on air roll. The only reason I was able to do that video is because I didn't have to upload one air roll video every week. If I had to upload a video every week, I wouldn't have 3-4 months to create a video like that. I'm really happy with what we've done with my company, the stuff we sell. Don't worry, I'm not going to sell you anything in this video. That's not the goal. But we literally went from basically just like selling the same cohort, same experience, same boot camp that many of you guys have heard me talk about a million times, to in 2024, like 18 months ago, we did something new. Like we started a community with that based on a lot of feedback. It was like, hey, I'm 16, I'm on console, I don't have hundreds, if in some cases thousands of dollars to spend on coaching, Luke. Is there anything you guys do? And so the answer is yes, we do stuff now. That is, we literally do free trials for things. We just launched a free trial for 30 days to work with me and my team for our group coaching offer. But also just like, we have other ways where you can get access to me and pros. And like, I feel like I'm actually fulfilling the mission that I set out to. Or I feel like I'm actually, I never really had a mission when I started. I've kind of like put everything together month by month. I really still have no fucking clue what I'm doing. But I feel like my goal has always been to help teach, to be a teacher, to make Rocket League education simple, to make improving at Rocket League simple. And I feel like through everything we do now, we're finally more aligned in that. And part of that is like, yeah, I'm not going to be spamming, you know, just entertainment, like mindless stuff. I'm not going to be uploading, like, if I already have a video on flip resets, I'm not going to make another video repeating the exact same thing I said about flip resets. Now, if it's been 4 years since my previous tutorial, and obviously a lot of stuff has happened and I've had time to get better at the game and improve my control, then I'll talk about it. But until then, you know, I'm not just going to upload just to upload. And so anyways, this is basically my way of saying, like, yeah, I fell off. I think it was honestly good getting off the content hamster wheel, treadmill. But in some ways, it's been really, really good. And I'm really happy with what's come of it and what's next. And yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to make more videos like this because I sometimes update like people about what's going on in my life, like in community tab posts. Nobody reads that stuff. So hopefully my free play and yapping was helpful and not too distracting. And yes, I'm still not SSL. I hope I get there one day. As long as I don't quit, as long as I don't fall off the wagon, I will get there eventually. It's just, I'm a boomer now. I'm an unk now, so it's going to take, just give me some time. Give me some time. Guys, that was my blabber about SpookLuke fell off. If you like these videos, let me know what questions you have, and I'll address this more in future videos. Do you want me to post these videos on this channel, or do you want me to put them on my IRL channel? I have this channel, I have my main channel, I have my unscripted channel, I have an IRL channel where I post like business life lessons. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Okay. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Follow for more tips. Wait. Follow for more tips. Luca! Tell him, follow for more tips. Follow for more tips. Give me a paw. He gives me a paw. You have to like and subscribe. Ready? Sit. Sit. All right. We're back to training this week. Back to training. Okay, thanks for watching. See you guys.